He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's great. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They're going to test the right side with this one. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to bully their way in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on their running back.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his hand in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. On target over the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Cox. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, USC! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The short hands, it's Watson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Works the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The RPO, it's complete. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to look downfield again. Quickly complete.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Finding open areas. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Dings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Starting to feel a little pressure. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to take off. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Cox. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Watson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, just wrapped up another chapter in the rivalry between Florida State and Miami, and here's how it went down. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Quentin Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry up. Now the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Got rid of it just in time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Trojans have this offense rolling. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Makes a grab, plenty for the first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Pulls and fires to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical third down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
To the air on second down. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Escapes the sack. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making him run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Extra point here will tie the game.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Touchdown, Trojans. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
To the ground with the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Bray. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're gonna get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
21.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.